Hey, what's up everyone, this is DCSG 81 and today I'm going to share with you all about the Manipple Sculpts from the Flashback Studio. Okay, so this is another video by request that I have people who message me that ask me about Maniple's products. So before I start, I would like to say that I'm not a spokesperson for the Manipple as well as the Flashback Studios, so I'm also not in any way affiliates to them. So I'm just a fans like all of you guys that I love their products. So and I'm doing this video is all on me because I'm just trying to show you guys or maybe explain to you guys all about their products. And yeah, so that's all. So if there's any information which I provided which is wrong, and I would really apologize for that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so what you can see here is actually what I have bought from Flashback Studio so far. And so there's a reason why I actually arranged them this way, because these are actually released how do I put it, in sequence from them, because they actually have a serial number from Flashback Studio for each and every one of them. So okay, to clear things off, I used to be confused between Flashback Studio and Manipple. So Flashback Studio is kind of like their company names, Flashback Studio, but Maniples is something like their products. This is also something that some of the collectors who taught me. So it's like Flashback Studio is like Bandai and Manipple is like s.h.figuarts. Yeah, so you can think of it that way. So this Tom Holland Sculpt is the very first one that they have released. So it has a serial number of calling MP01. Okay, so this is the first one. So the second one is the Tony Stark for Mark 50. This is the older version of him. So this is MP02, and then followed by the Henry Cavill as Superman. This is MP03, but as you can see, compared to the rest, he's slightly bigger. So he's not meant for s.h.figuarts or even Mayfax. This is actually meant for Mezco. Okay, so the fourth one is the Captain America for Infinity War. So this is MP04. Okay, and this latest one, Tony Stark for Mark 4, is the younger version compared to this one. So this is actually MP06. Yep, because there's a 05 which I didn't purchase. You can actually look at the screen now. It's actually the head sculpt for Punisher TV series. Yeah, I didn't get that because I didn't really have. I do have a figure for Punisher, but I'm not really a big fan of. I mean, I didn't even watch the series, which is why I didn't get that head. So you can see some of the pictures that I show here. Yep. Okay. So these are all. I have actually reviewed all of them. You can take a look at them at the playlist that I'm displaying right here right now. Okay, so you guys can actually have a look at each and every one of their reviews. So yep, so this is all that have been released so far. As far as I know, these are only 6 that they have released by far. Okay, so for the next session, I will actually talk about the pre-orders that has been opened for the Flashback Studios items. Yeah, which I have mostly pre-ordered every single one of it as far as I know. So the very first one which I actually pre-ordered is the as you can see on the screen now, which is the Captain America, the clean shaven without beards cap, which I think this is the cap. Actually, I'm not so sure whether it's for the Civil War Captain America or is for the Avengers Endgame ones, because I pre-ordered it sometimes back about May 3 months ago, but I doubt that they already show the Endgame by then. And this head is actually meant for the s.h.figuarts figures only. Okay, so right up next is the next one that I pre-ordered. Is actually just a few days later. It's also on the month of May. This is actually for the battle damage version of the Tom Holland head sculpt, which was released, the very first one which was released. So they actually added some bloods to make it looks like the he was injured. So they call it the battle damage, and he's also looking very good, and you can actually tell that it's actually the very same head sculpt from the one that has been the clean one that was released. So yeah, so this one is actually meant for the s.h.figuarts as well as the Mayfax figures. Okay, so for the next one is actually the head sculpt for Ant-Man. You can see the pictures on the screen right now, and he's also looking very good. So this was also pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it somewhere around end of May. So it's looking very good. You can see I'll post some pictures on the comparison of the head sculpt with the one that was released by s.h.figuarts for the Avengers Endgame. So you can see the big improvement there as compared to the one from s.h.figuarts. Okay, and at the last pictures you can actually see they actually tested the head sculpts on different body for the Ant-Man. So I believe one of the body is actually from the Civil War, and another one is actually from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I'm not sure whether the third one is for the Ant-Man from the Avengers Endgame. Yeah, so it's looking very good, and this head sculpt is only suitable for the s.h.figuarts only. Okay, and the last one which I have pre-ordered is actually the battle damage head for Tony Stark, and as you can see, this head sculpt is actually the same one as it was released for the Tony Stark Mark IV. So this again, they just added some injuries and bloods to make him look like a different head sculpt, but actually you can sense that it's the same one. But this battle damage, I can say that is better jobs done compared to the one from Tom Holland, because they actually have for this Tony Stark, they actually have some scars which make it look more realistic. Yeah, so this is looking very good, and this just opened up for pre-order pretty recent. It's about, I pre-ordered it around end of July, so it will be somewhere around last month. Yep, so I can't wait for this one to be released, and it's looking very good. And this head sculpt is only suitable for the s.h.figuarts only. Okay, so for the next session, I will actually talk about some of the pictures that was teased to us in Instagram from the Manipple page that you can see on the screen now. They actually have some updates on some of the product which has never been released, and also it hasn't been opened up for pre-order yet. So this session will talk about those, so which means that most of the pictures that you'll see next will be from the Instagram for the Flashback Studio. And so I have no ideas whether this will be released or it will just, they are just showing the prototype and things like that. So I'm not sure, because they never really mentioned whether they will release it or not. So yeah, so this is about the next session, so let's begin. Okay, so the very first one which I saw in their Instagram is this Tony Stark head sculpt, which looks amazing. It's actually for the Mesco Iron Man figure, which is the classic one, and not sure whether this head sculpt has ever been released, because it was shown quite some time back around May. So he's looking extremely good, and if they ever release it, I'll hope to get one to actually try on my Marvel Legends Alex Ross, the Iron Man. Yeah, so you can see they also testing the head sculpt on the stealth mode Iron Man from Mesco as well, which is looking very good as well. So let's hope that they actually release this one. Okay, and the next one will be the man himself, Stan Lee, and he is actually looking extremely good. It looks like it's a string down from the Hot Toys 1/6 scale. So this was actually shown somewhere around in May as well, and then it has been quiet for the past few months until around July. they actually released these pictures, which looks like this project is still going on. And also a few days later they actually released another photo of something like a production photo that you can see, but it looks very worrying for me because the head is actually looking very quite big. So I'm not sure whether this one is actually for 1/6 scale or for the 1/12 scale. Yeah, so let's hope that they actually releasing it for the 1/12 scale, because I'm definitely getting that. And also you can see the last picture is actually they testing the glasses on the Tony Stark head sculpt, which looks promising. And because this head sculpt I know that is from 1/12 scale, so let's hope this Stanley is actually for 1/12 scale as well. Okay, so the next one is actually from the Christopher Nolan's Batman Bruce Wayne head sculpt, which you can see is unpainted for now. This was actually teased around somewhere around June. So it's looking very good, but it's hard to tell because it's still unpainted. And then 2 days later they actually released another pictures that you can see now, and he actually tested on all the possible Batman figures. So yep, there's no news about it until now. There isn't any news, so I'm not sure if they are going to release it or they're just going to shelve it. Okay, so for the next one, it's actually a 3D rendering pictures of the Chris Evans as the Captain America. So we can see that this one actually looks very closely to the Avengers Endgame version of him, and it's looking very interesting. And then a few days later they actually released another pictures, which is something like a 3D model of it. So I'm really hope that they actually release this. And somehow I feel that this one is actually for the Avengers Endgame as compared to the one that I pre-ordered, which I mentioned earlier on, and that one I think is actually for the Civil War. So either way, I just want to have a decent looking Chris Evans as Captain America head sculpt, which is without the beard. Yeah, so I really hope that they will release either one of it or both of it. I will get it as well. Okay, so for the next one is very interesting because it's the Tony Stark head sculpt, which unfortunately is only showing the other side view, but we can see that it's Tony Stark, and this is actually the head sculpt which I believe is from the very beginning of the Avenger Endgame, whereby he's stuck on the ship with Nebula. So he's still with the life-threatening injuries. So this one should make him looks pretty how do I put it, in pain. Yeah, so I really hope to have this head sculpt, and I really wish to see how Flashback Studio can do him justice on this head sculpt. I really hope they release this one though. What do you think? Okay, so for the next one is also very interesting because it's actually for Thor from the Infinity War version. So this is the only picture they have teased us so far. So I really hope they will actually release this for pre-orders. I actually wanted to get this to replace the head from the s.h.figuarts. So for the next one is also pretty interesting because it was shown the 3D rendering of the Captain America that you can see. It was shown somewhere around end of July. So there are two versions of it. You can see there's one with the closed mouth and one with the open mouth. So I believe many of you will have be interested on the second one with the angry version of the Captain America. So it wasn't until lately they actually show the actual 3D items that for these two heads. So I really hope that this means that they are actually going to release it for pre-order soon. Yep, so I'll definitely want to get the one for the angry version, or maybe both of it as well. Okay, so lastly, another hits for the Tony Stark from the Avengers Endgame. So we can see that this one, he have the slightly mouth open. So I believe it's for the end battle with Thanos. Maybe this is the version that is better damage as well. So we can see that because it's really hard to tell right now, it's just a 3D rendition of him, but once it's painted, I believe it looks great. And I'm pretty sure that it is a better damaged version as well. So I'm really keeping my finger crossed that it is, and it will be open for pre-order soon. So that's all for the heads, but it seems that Maniple's aka Flashback Studio is actually doing more than just custom head. They are actually teasing us for the Captain America broken shields as well as the Thor hammer. So it seems that they are going to actually put their hands on these two accessories as well, and it's looking very good. So you can see there's also a pictures of the Captain America holding both of it, and also there's also a video which I can't show it to you because it's a video in the Instagram. So they actually what they did is they just do a test fall on the shield, and you can hear there is a metal sound upon hitting the ground. So they're just trying to prove to us that they are not using any plastic, so it's pure metal. So I'm really excited for it, and I really hope that they will really open up for pre-orders soon. And very lastly, we do have another surprise from the Manipple aka Flashback Studio, that they are not just making the accessories, and they are also teasing us for the Avengers base as well, as you can see now. So it's looking very good. You can see the Avengers logo A broken there, and my only complaint is that it can only be used for one figures. So I was hoping they can maybe make it slightly bigger, at least we can let the Trinity of Avengers to stand, which is the Captain America, Iron Man as well as Thor. So if it's just for one, then it might be a bit wasted on the nice piece of work. So maybe they can just expand a little more, so they can have 3 persons standing it, then it will be very cool. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that after all this, you guys will be asking me where can you get to buy the Flashback Studios products. So I would like to share with you these pictures which was released by the Flashback Studios about how you can purchase their products, and what should you expect from them, so you can read it up. So as you can see, they have only one store, online store, which is legit for their purchase, for your purchase. So it's from the 16kit.com. so if you want to get their products, you should head straight up to there and to buy it. And please avoid buying from eBay, because there are quite a number of bootlegs, as you can see on this post that is also posted by Manipple. Just refrain from using eBay to buy if you are unsure of the legits of the products. Okay, so that's all about the information that I could provide to all of you. So I hope you find this video informative, and I hope you give me a like for this informations and videos, and also do leave me a comment if you have any further question about it. And of course, subscribe to my channel, because I have more informative or fun videos like this almost every day. So I hope you enjoy my channel, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.